How is it different from a professional loudspeakers with the hi-fi speakers? How are they different?
Well, a lot of what goes as you get up into the, call it the esoteric price ranges, there becomes a point where the performance doesn't necessarily go at the pace of what the price is. It becomes more of the materials and how it's built and the time that it takes to build. When you take a pair of our flagship Martin Logan speakers, the Neolith, for example, it can take upwards of 6 weeks to build one pair.
Okay.
And the materials, the phenolic materials are very expensive, and you're dealing with large panels, large bass drivers, a very complex construction, so that if any service towards the speaker needs to be done in the future, it's put together a very certain way that takes a lot of time.
Okay.
When you're looking at the Persona range, for example, you know, the heart and soul of the Persona is the beryllium tweeter and the beryllium mid-range.
Right.
That stuff's expensive. Right? And then the technology that goes behind it. Where people don't see are the years of research and development, the thousands and thousands of man hours that all come at a cost to what is eventually a speaker sitting on a table. So you have to realize those costs eventually and hope to sell a lot of speakers to bring those costs back in. But Paradigm has always had a lot of technology. So we think of, when you look at the Persona, one of the first things you notice is the PPA, the perforated phase alignment lens.
Right.
You know, that is a tool that really improves the performance of the mid-range and the tweeter.
Okay.
When you look at the woofers and you see the active bridge technology, the art surround, you've taken a conventional driver now and you've almost doubled its performance capabilities by allowing further excursion of that cone. Now there's a lot that you need to do behind the scenes to make sure that you don't have cone flex, but a big part of that art surround is keeping that pistonic motion pure as the driver moves in and out. And so, for example, in the Persona 9H's, you have 4 8-inch drivers powered by massive onboard amplifiers that can be just punishing, and yet it keeps it completely in pace throughout the cycle. So this is just a lot of science and a lot of work that goes back, technology for years. And what I love about this, as you look at all of our Paradigm speakers from the bottom up, every time a new technology comes out and it goes into our flagship model, you can guarantee that several years later, that technology will trickle down. So when you look at our Persona, and then you go down to our Founder series, and you see the technology there. I can go further. I can go back to our Signature series that came out many years ago before the Persona, and that's when Active Bridge technology first came out. We held on to that technology in the Signature series, but of course the series that came after that was our Persona Prestige, or sorry, our Paradigm Prestige series. And then we adopted that Active Bridge technology. Now you see the PPA lenses that have moved from the Persona to the Founder down to the Premier series. So these technologies are our technologies, so why shouldn't the entry level and the mid level benefit just as much as the flagship? So that's the benefit of being your own engineering firm, is these technologies are yours to share within your range, and that trickle down technology we're famous for.
What do you see as the future of?
What I see as the future is nothing stays the same. So the Personas now have been with us for a few years, and of course as we look down the line, what does the next Persona look like, or what replaces a Persona? And if you're fortunate enough to take a walk down to our engineering lab, what you're going to see is an array of materials that are constantly coming into our engineering lab. And just because today we're focused on one technology, it doesn't mean tomorrow that there's a better technology. And what I love about our company is we don't get stuck on one thing. We're always looking for the ability to push the envelope, and we say bleeding edge technology. Continue to push that envelope. So making our amplifiers better, making our receivers better, making our speakers better. Again, switching gears, and we're talking about Martin Logan again. Martin Logan also, 1983 to now, another company that's 40 years in the making. As we look forward to the next generation of electrostatic speakers, what can we do? How do we make this better?
What can you do?
You're going to have to wait and see. What I will tell you is we're doing something. Stay tuned.
All right.
And we love to use shows internationally, like the Big Munich show, when you've got something really exciting, like a new flagship speaker to introduce, much like the Persona 9H. That's where we introduced a simple concept. It was the concept 4F at the time. We didn't even know if the hi-fi world was ready to accept a hybrid technology speaker.
Right. How is the reception, by the way?
It was overwhelmingly positive. I remember being at that show like it was a lot less years ago than it actually was. And there was one particular customer that I still remember to this day because he kept coming back.
Okay.
Demo after demo after demo. And I remember being towards the back of the room, and he stopped to talk to the presenter. And he walked out of the room and things quieted down, and I walked over to our presenter and I go, that gentleman, he's been in and out of here all day. What did he say? And he goes, these speakers are perfect.
Yeah.
Don't let your penny counters mess this up. Take this to market as it is. And we really did. I think at that stage, the only changes that we made were maybe a few little tweaks to the PPA lens. Other than that, we came to market as it was.
Okay.
And we've been building a great story ever since.
Thank you.
Yeah.